As we take the time to honor veterans this day, it's essential for us to remember the incredible sacrifices made by those who served in all the wars. Today, I wanted to give a special reminder about some of our forgotten soldiers from World War II. Among them is one soldier in particular I'd like to highlight, Michael Valenti. He was a soldier whose courage and dedication are a testament to the resilience and spirit of that generation. His story reminds us of the bravery displayed by countless individuals who fought for freedom and peace during one of the most challenging periods in the world history. Michael enlisted in the U.S. Army during World War II, following in his brother's footsteps, driven by a sense of duty and a deep commitment to defending his country against tyranny. His service took him across the European theater, where he participated in several pivotal battles and skirmishes, facing the harsh realities of war. Whether marching through the muddy fields of France or navigating the dense forests of Germany, he stood shoulder to shoulder with his fellow comrades, and each step bring him closer to liberating Europe from the oppression that was all over. Michael prepared food for generals and was a chef for the most part, but there were times where he had to step into the action, the actual theater of action, and saw firsthand some of the tragedies that beheld the people on both sides. And the challenges he faced were immense. Everything from physical demands of actual hand-to-hand combat and gun combat to the emotional strain of seeing friends and fellow soldiers that were injured or lost. Yet through every hardship, he remained steadfast. His bravery earned him several commendations, but he'll always be credited, or he always credited his achievements to the strength of his team and the people around him and the bond that they shared. It wasn't about winning battles, or it was more about protecting his brothers in arms and ensuring that they all returned home safely. After the war was finished, he returned home to civilian life in New Orleans, but his commitment to service never wavered. He lost his brother, who was engaged to a beautiful young Selma Fisher, and he decided that he was going to step in and make sure that she had everything that she needed, because he knew of his brother's love for her. And the two wound up getting married and starting a family. And although in many ways they couldn't be more different, the two of them found common ground and created a wonderful family built on the back of military sacrifice and built on the back of the strength of the American dream, built on the back of all the things that happened. So whether it was Selma, who came from mostly German descent, or whether it was Michael, who came from pure Italian descent, their families both came to the United States with a hope and a dream of a better life. And it was through countless generations of military service and sacrifice that Michael was able to bring this dream to reality. His story is a powerful story, a reminder of bravery and selflessness displayed by many, if not all, World War II veterans. As we take in a day here to honor all those who served in all the wars, not just World War II, we're reminded that the freedoms we enjoy today are indeed a direct result of their sacrifices. Let us continue to recognize and support our veterans, preserving their legacy and expressing our gratitude, not just on Veterans Day, but on every day. This story is extremely personal to me, as I have generations of military service in my family, and I've done everything I could to give back to all those who serve, including providing classes once a year, whatever I can do to help stir the hearts of the people around and show appreciation for the countless number of people who've made the ultimate sacrifice so that we could have freedom of speech and the right to bear arms and all the things that we have today, so that we can say and do and live in peace and worship as we'd like. These were all sacrifices that were made possible by the countless number of men and women who put on a uniform to make sure that it happened. I could not be more appreciative for the sacrifices and for the generosity that they have in their hearts and in their souls, and for their families who stood beside them and made sure that they had all they needed so that they could return home and so that they could have as normal a life as possible when they did. Thank you to all the veterans in the world, and thank you to all those who serve today. I couldn't be more honored to work closely with the Department of Defense and with all the veterans from all the different branches of the armed forces. I couldn't be more proud to serve side by side with them and to do the things that I do to help uplift them, because in the end, every single one of them is a brother, and they've uplifted me. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, learn more at AgileDad.com. Happy Veterans Day, everyone.